EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And a Panther first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First down, Panthers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. This is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
His kick is good.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Saints, nothing. Joey Sly to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
38 yards on the scamper there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Panthers' 41-yard line.
Here's Akers. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Jackson. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to be sacked. He's sacking back right at the midfield stripe. Yetur Gross Matos. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, McCaffrey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
McCaffrey of the ball.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McDonald. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And a Panther first down.
Out of the gun, McDonald. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
For Carolina.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson being chased out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Jackson on first down. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Panthers 17. Saints nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. And throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there, and another 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. Just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Operating from the gun, McDonald is going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
6-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Cam Akers.
Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
For the extra point.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, McDonald. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Flush to his right. Winds up and lets it go for 6. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. at the 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Left side here, and it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers will get the football back. Running back, and he's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Akers to start the 3rd quarter on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson down to throw on 3rd down. Too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Complete.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that's ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
17.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Zone touchdown, New Orleans. Cam Akers with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
At their own 30-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st down, Akers. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And some room to work. Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Cam Akers
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Saints 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 40.
Throwing is McDonald. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Gain of 3. 1st down, Panthers.
Here's McDonald to throw. Rolling to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. This is McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. False start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll go again here with Akers. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barker. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 27 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Panthers 45, Saints 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Going right back to Akers.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Saints on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. Third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up here to 29. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Panthers 52, Saints 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. They'll run here with Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11 on the play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
First down.
Here's McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Jackson. Crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.